Om Namah Shivaya. Good morning, children. How are you all? So, yesterday we were discussing the sources of water, isn't it? Hope you had read the textbook and you are thorough with the content, whatever I had taught you. That is sources of water. What were the sources of water we discussed? Rain, underground water, inland water. These three sources we had already discussed. So most of the water, major part of the water we receive from the rain, isn't it, children? And the amount of the rainfall have the difference according to the area and climate and weather. Okay, and the farmers mostly depend the rain for their irrigation. ഇറിഗേഷൻ എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ ജലസേചനം, കൃഷിക്കും ഒക്കെ വെള്ളം കൊടുക്കുന്നത്. ആൻഡ് ദ സെക്കൻഡ് സോഴ്സ് ഓഫ് വാട്ടർ ഈസ് അണ്ടർഗ്രൗണ്ട് വാട്ടർ. അണ്ടർഗ്രൗണ്ട് വാട്ടറിന് എക്സാമ്പിൾ എന്തൊക്കെയാണ്? ബിഫോർ ദ എക്സാമ്പിൾ, what do you know about underground water? Whenever it is raining, the excess water, it is seeped into the soil or underground, and the collected water in the underground, it is called as underground water. And we have told the examples that well, tube well, then hand pumps. These all are examples for the underground water. In some areas, the springs also. Example, especially in the hilly areas, കുന്നിൻ പ്രദേശങ്ങളിൽ springs are also example for the underground water, isn't it? And now the third one was what we had discussed, inland water. Inland water എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോൾ ponds, then lakes, rivers. And do you remember about the ponds, what we had told? Ponds means it's a small വാട്ടർ ബോഡി, ചെറിയൊരു വാട്ടർ ബോഡിയാണ് അത്. ചിലത് സം ആർ ഹ്യൂമൻ മെയ്ഡ് ആൻഡ് സം ആർ നാച്ചുറൽ. ചിലത് ഓൾറെഡി അവിടെ നാച്ചുറൽ ഉണ്ട്, പ്രകൃതിയിൽ അവിടെ ഉള്ളതാണ്. ആൻഡ് സം അതർ പോണ്ട്സ് ആർ മെയ്ഡ് ബൈ മാൻ. ഓക്കെ, ആൻഡ് സി ഇറ്റ്സ് എ സ്മോൾ വാട്ടർ ബോഡി സറൗണ്ടഡ് ബൈ ലാൻഡ്. Okay, and what was the next one? Lake. Lake is also a small water body, but it is bigger than the pond. Okay, and see, what was the next one? River, isn't it? What is a river? It's a large natural flow of water across the land. A river is the large natural flow of water across the land. And some of the rivers start from glaciers, and some others they start from springs in the mountains. What do you know? Glaciers, a huge collection of ice. Okay, and some other rivers I told they have the start from the springs, the mountains. Okay, and wherever the river begins, the place where a river begins is known as its source. Then the biggest rivers, some big rivers such as Ganga, Yamuna, Brahmaputra, they have the starting or they have the source from Himalayas. Okay, then Himalaya, from the name itself, it's very familiar, isn't it? Himam in Malayalam, what is it? Snow. മഞ്ഞ് അല്ലേ, ഹിമം. മലയാള വേർഡ് ഹിമം എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോൾ എന്താണ്? മഞ്ഞാണ്. സോ സം ഓഫ് ദ റിവേഴ്സ് ഹാവ് ദ സ്റ്റാർട്ടിങ് ഫ്രം ദ ഹിമാലയാസ്, ആൻഡ് ദേ ഗെറ്റ് വാട്ടർ whenever the snow melts from the mountains. And such rivers are called snow-fed rivers because they get water from this snow whenever these snows are getting melted. Okay, and snow-fed rivers, they have water throughout the year. And about some other rivers like Kaveri, Krishna, Godavari and Mahanadi, how do they get the water? They get the water, or the sources of water is rainfall. Okay, they get the water from the rainfall. So such rivers are called rain-fed rivers. What do we call? Rain-fed rivers. And they have the sources in the Deccan Plateau of South India. Okay. Now, so these all three we had already discussed. Now one more is left, source of water, that is oceans and seas. What's the next point we are going to discuss? Oceans and seas. Ocean means the large water body. It will be big water body. Okay. So, and whenever we say about the oceans, how many oceans are there? 5. And what are they? Can you name it? Yes. Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Indian Ocean, Arctic Ocean, and Southern Ocean. And this Southern Ocean, you can call it as Antarctic Ocean also. Okay, so 5 oceans are there. And what about the water in the ocean? Can we use it for our daily use? No, because it is salty. Salt water is there in the ocean. Okay, so and this ocean means, I have already told you, it's a large water body and it covers most of the part of the earth. Okay, now the next one we had to discuss is the seas. What do you know about seas? Maybe you are going to the seashore to enjoy, isn't it? The holidays. Nowadays it's not possible as we had to maintain the COVID protocol. Before, whenever everything was usual, we were enjoying in the seashore, right? And sea means that's also a large water body, but it is smaller than the ocean. Okay, and it lies between the countries and continents. And what about the water in the sea? Same like the oceans, it's salty water only. We can't use it. Okay, so nowadays scientists, they are making an attempt to convert this salty water to fresh water. If they succeed in their attempt, we people will be blessed, because there will be a great solution for the water scarcity that is being faced all over the world. ലോകത്തിൽ മുഴുവനും ഫേസ് ചെയ്തുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുന്ന, നമ്മൾ അഭിമുഖീകരിച്ചുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുന്ന ഒരു കാര്യമാണ് എന്ത്? ജലദൗർലഭ്യം. ഈ സീ വാട്ടറിൽ നിന്ന് നമുക്ക് ഫ്രഷ് വാട്ടർ ഉണ്ടാക്കാൻ നമ്മുടെ സയൻറ്റിസ്റ്റുകൾ വിജയിച്ചാൽ, that will be a great blessing. Okay, children, and we have already told that the sea water and ocean water is salty, isn't it? So let's see how the salt is extracted, okay, from the seawater. For that, see, suppose in the areas like Gujarat and all, the large areas of seashore have been cut off from the sea by making dikes പറഞ്ഞ കടൽ ഭിത്തികൾ, and these areas are called salt pans. These large areas that is cut off from the sea by making dikes, that's called as salt pans. And what happens? These dikes stop the sea water from flowing back to the sea. And whenever this water is trapped in the salt pan, what happens? The water get evaporated. വെള്ളം ആവിയായി പോവാണ്. ആൻഡ് എ ലെയർ ഓഫ് സോൾട്ട് ഈസ് ലെഫ്റ്റ് ഔട്ട്. ഒരു ചെറിയൊരു സോൾട്ടിൻ്റെ ലെയർ അവിടെ റിമെയിൻ ആയിട്ടുണ്ട്, അവശേഷിക്കുന്നുണ്ടാവും. ആൻഡ് ദിസ് സോൾട്ട് ഈസ് കളക്റ്റഡ് ആൻഡ് ക്യാൻ വി ഈറ്റ് ഇറ്റ് ഡയറക്ട്ലി? നോ, because it's not purified. It's taken to the factories and refined or purified. Okay, that's how we are getting the salt that is packed in the nice packets as iodized salt or refined salt. In that way we are getting the salt. And our food, we people are using the salt, isn't it? Without salt, most of the people, they won't like, not most, all of us, we don't like to eat the food, isn't it? So to a limit we have to use the salt in our food, but if the limit is over, it will be very dangerous to our health also, because it will get lead to the diseases like not the disease, will lead to the blood pressure and all. Okay. Oh, okay, children. So we had discussed the sources of water, and then from the sources of water, when we were discussing the oceans and seas, we have learned about the extraction of salt also. Okay. So now what you had to do, children, read the textbook thoroughly, and after that tomorrow we will continue. Okay, we will go for the new points. Okay, children, thank you. Have a nice day.